We're still following major developments in the Preston Lord murder case. A total of 6 people now have been indicted in the fatal beating of the Queen Creek teen.
And we're learning more now about those suspects. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum joining us live now from the county attorney's office with the latest tonight. Justin.
Mark, Christina, County Attorney Rachel Mitchell announced 2 more people indicted today. This comes a little more than 4 months after that Halloween party in the East Valley turned into a tragedy. Court documents are sealed at this time, so there is a lot that we don't know still about what happened on that night, but we do know that 3 young men and 3 juveniles are accused of murder and kidnapping.
He was a son, a brother, a grandson, a nephew, a cousin, and a friend to many. Everyone who knew him loved him.
A statement from the parents of Preston Lord read in court by their lawyer. All eyes on 18-year-old William Hines, 20-year-old Dominic Turner, and 19-year-old Taylor Sherman.
All the defendants involved in assaulting Preston ran after he was beaten.
At a Halloween party in Queen Creek last October, 16-year-old Preston Lord was found on the road, beaten badly, and taken to a hospital with life-threatening injuries before his death 2 days later. Prosecutors say suspects tried to destroy evidence in the case. Taylor Sherman's lawyer tried to get his bond lowered.
Mr. Sherman has no criminal history whatsoever. He's 19 years old. He is employed, and his family is not wealthy.
After a months-long investigation, Queen Creek police say Hines, Turner, Sherman, along with 17-year-olds Talon Renner, Talon Vigil, and Jacob Meisner are involved in Lord's murder. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office reviewed 2,000 pieces of evidence, including 600 videos, before presenting its case to an investigative grand jury. County Attorney Rachel Mitchell spoke to KTAR News this morning.
This was massive. There were so many potential witnesses and witnesses involved. No one thing.
Hines was already in custody for 3 cases of aggravated assault, stemming back to November of 2022, including a fight at a Gilbert In-N-Out the next month. Court documents say he was caught on video punching a victim 10 times and told police earlier this year that he was part of a group of friends with a reputation. This development in the Lord case comes as Gilbert PD reopened several cases of violent teen assaults. Queen Creek Police Chief Randy Bryce says there's been collaboration between both agencies.
There's a lot of crossover in individuals that either know each other or involved in our case and their cases. While, again, I can't say this enough, is while I understand that the Gilbert Goons and that moniker is a real point of part of what we're seeing out here, and an important piece of that, our focus was specifically on the individuals involved in Preston's death.
On Wednesday, Queen Creek police swarmed the White Wing community in Gilbert with an arrest warrant for Talon Renner. The Renner name is familiar. Talon's father, Travis, was recently arrested on drug charges, and his older brother, Kyler, was arrested on multiple charges, including aggravated assault linked to a parking garage attack. It's important to note Travis and Kyler have not been accused in the Preston Lord case. Mitchell says her office is not done with this investigation.
If we find evidence that is sufficient to bring those charges, we will bring those charges.
And again, Queen Creek PD did recommend charges for 7 people in total. We will update you on whether or not that last person is charged. Meanwhile, Hines, Turner, and Sherman will be arraigned on the 13th. Currently, they are held on a $1 million cash bond. Live at MCAO, Justin Lum, Fox 10 News.
Justin, thank you. And here's a look at the timeline of events leading up to those arrests that were made just yesterday. So October 28th is when Preston Lord was assaulted outside of a Halloween party that happened in Queen Creek. And then 2 days later, let's take a look here. On October 30th, Preston Lord died at Phoenix Children's Hospital. On December 28th is when we first learned that Queen Creek police had submitted charges against 7 people. Now, remember, at this point, we know 6 have been arrested, so another one could come here with that number 7. And then on February 14th, the autopsy report finally came in, something that County Attorney Rachel Mitchell has said they really needed for this case to move forward in any way. So for people that were saying this has been taking a long time or a long time coming, she says they needed that information first. And then yesterday, March 6th, those first indictments and arrests were first announced.